Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Pamela. So today I'll be creating a look for my client who just turned 40 years. So today is her photo shoot. Yes, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do well to subscribe, and you also hit the notification bell to be the first to get my videos whenever I post. So we're starting this look with a cleanser. This is the first thing I do in every of my makeup procedures. So I cleanse the face properly, and this is a foamy cleanser. It actually helps you take off the dirt, goes deep into the pores, and it helps you have a good canvas for your makeup. And then next, I'm going in with my razor blade to take off the unnecessary hairs, the excess hairs on her brows. As you can see, her brows are already arched, but I just need to take off the excess hairs just to have a very clean brows at the end of the day. So I do this, and next thing is my moisturizer. Moisturizing the skin is very important. So spread this through the face. It helps to soften the skin and also block the oils from showing up so early. The next thing is my oil block and then my primer. This primer is highly mattifying. I love it so much. It's also good for oily skin. And then I'm spreading it through the face, and then my foundation here, I'm using two foundation. To apply, to have a flawless foundation look, you need to have a beauty sponge that is damp. So you can make your beauty sponge, put it in water, not too damp but damp, yeah, so you can use it on the face with your foundation. So by applying your foundation on the face, you don't need to rub it. If you notice, I'm just dabbing it into the skin. Just keep dabbing. This will help you have a very flawless, and even if she sweats or whatsoever, you won't have a divided look afterwards. And then the highlighter, I'm using a shade lighter than her skin to highlight the areas that need highlight, like the under eye, the forehead, the nose ridge, the jaw. So these areas need highlight. So have your client look up to the ceiling so that you can have a full coverage under her eyes. Blending, make sure you blend in properly well. Then the next thing we're going in with is the low light. To create a low light, this basically helps you have like a smaller nose and well contoured face, the higher cheekbone, depending on the intensity of what you want. Then you blend it in, blend it in, keep dabbing, make sure you don't rub, keep dabbing, always dab in all your processes, always dab. So you dab it in to have a full blend. Yeah, so the next thing that we're gonna be doing here right now is to apply the setting powder. The setting powder is very important. It helps you set the concealer that you just applied. Normally, I use the setting powder all over the face because I like the effect it gives me. It gives me a very mattified effect, and it sucks up all the oil. So it helps you have a longer look without having much oil on your face through the day. And when I'm done with this, I start going in with my powder, my powder. I apply my powder with a very nice fluffy brush. To have a very beautiful coverage, you need a good human hair fluffy brush. So I'm applying the powder, making sure I blend out. The next thing is to set it up. I love this process so very well because it helps you just set in everything that you've just done from your concealer, from your powder, your foundation. Then the next thing I'm applying is lighter shade of setting powder. This is the point I bake the face. Yeah, so I leave it on her face while I do the other things. So I'm so sorry right now because I can't find the video of the eyebrows, but I promise to create the eyebrow in my next video. So done with the eyebrows here. So I'm just going in with my flat brush. A lot of people like to use the angle brush, but this works better for me. I mean, whatever works for you is very okay, provided it comes out nice. So I'm using like a fluffy flat brush. This works better for me. So I'm just basically tracing her line. This is just to have a more precise look. It's not so much necessity, but if you're having a professional look, you need to do this so that you can have a very precise eyebrow. So you're seeing the effect of this. This is very important in every professional makeup look, but you can also skip this process if you're just doing your look for yourself. Yeah, so have a precise line, and then I'm blending it in. I'm doing this with my fluffy brush, my fluffy blending brush. I have this brush just for this particular procedure. This is because you don't need to have products on it. So take the brush and blend in. If you notice, I'm not rubbing it on the eyes. I'm just dabbing it in, keep dabbing it in till the concealer goes right inside. The reason you need to dab it in and not rub it is because if you rub it, you do end up taking off the product from the eye. So the whole effect is defeated. So I keep dabbing it in till I have a very flawless look, and then I take my the same brush and then I go my setting powder. The reason I set this is to have a very matte look, a matte dry look. If you notice, the other side is still wet because of the concealer. So wherever you apply your concealer, you also have to set it up. So this is very important. It also gives you a very good and nice background to apply your eyeshadow. Your eyeshadow comes out very smooth, and I'm going in again with my fluffy, another kind of fluffy brush. This is with a darker shade, the same contour shade. This is to create a contour and shadows on her eye area. So I'm going into her crease. I'm going deep into her crease just to create that contour and the shadowy look on her eye. So I'm doing this and also bringing it down because that's the same shade of her contour color, and I'm bringing it down to the nose ridge just to give it nose a bit precise look as well. So I'm taking it to the other side, doing it on the crease. So I'm going in with the foundation, with the eyeshadow. This eyeshadow, I'm using a gold color eyeshadow. This eyeshadow is highly pigmented and doesn't really need a primer. And that's why I'm not using a primer for this to create this look. So depending on the intensity you want, I take my products. I use very minimal because my client doesn't want something very heavy. So depending on the intensity of what you want to create or what your client wants, I'm also taking a darker shade just to make it less obvious because she wanted something very light and natural. So, and then the next thing is to go in with my eyeliner. I'm creating this eyeliner just to give my eyelashes a balance. If you don't do the eyeliner before the lashes, you may end up having a doubled eye effect, and you wouldn't want that. So I'm creating this eyeliner, and it's not so dark because I'm going to go back with the eyeliner when I'm done with the lashes. Doing the same thing on the other side of the eyes. So after this, I'm going to be doing my mascara. So the essence of doing this mascara is just to have a very flawless eyelash application, because most of the time pigments fall on the lashes, so you need to do the mascara and also to set it up to accommodate the eyelashes and also have a balanced and uniform look. So you have to do the mascara. Make sure you apply the mascara on every part to just have. Then I'm going in with my angle brush and I'm putting in just to give that intensity to the eyes, a darker color. So here is my lashes. Because my client has a very tightly curled lashes, I'm going to be using my hand, not just a tweezer. Yes, because her lashes are curled up. So, and then after that, I'm doing my eyeliner. I'm using a very precise brush to apply the eyeliner. I'm using a gel liner because I want it to be very, very, black and as well slim. Yeah. So I'm doing the same thing on the other eye. I don't want to have something too dark and there was something too obvious, and that's why I created the shadow under the eye with a brownish color. So I'm going in with my brush because the under eye is very delicate. I wouldn't want to take off some of my products from the eyes. I'm using a smaller brush to apply powder on the under eye, and then I'm also going to go in using the normal brush which is my normal powder brush, to apply products on the face. So I'm using her color, her powder color right now, powder shade right now. So I'm going to take it in, blend in properly. The face may look a bit white because I'm still trying to balance in the colors. So but after the whole makeup, it will definitely calm down. So just keep applying your powder, keep applying your powder until you get the consistency, the fill up you want. My powders are buildable, so you keep building till you get whatever you want. So I'm also going with my contour brush just to give your nose a bit more precision. So on that note, I think we're done with the face, and the next thing I'm going to be doing right now is to put it on the under cheekbone. I'm using a darker color. I don't know if you can see the effect, but the effect is actually there. So this helps you have a very high cheekbone, also a well contoured face. Yeah, so the next thing I'm doing, I'm going to be setting up the face. I'm using like a setting spray that has shimmers. At this point, you can use any kind of setting spray. You can use setting spray with shimmers. You can use a glowy type, the dewy one, the mattifying one. But because I already use a mattifying primer, so I'm just using like a dewy shimmer primer on her face, so just to have that dewy look, dewy golden look. Yes, that's it. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is her bronzer. I'm using my little fluffy brush to apply the bronzer on her face. I was confused about the color to use on her face, so that's why we have a delay. Yes, but I'm gonna be doing her bronzer with a little fluffy brush, just to a little bit. And we actually had a little fight here because she didn't want the bronzer, but I promised her it was gonna be light. Yes, so using it to apply on her forehead, normally the areas that need highlights, her cheekbone. I don't want it to be so obvious, so I'm just tipping it off on the cheekbone. Yes, I don't know if you can see the effect of our contour, the low light that we did under her cheekbone. I mean, it's so massive. Yeah, so we are done. As you can see, I'm also doing it on the brow bone. That area also needs highlight. I'm doing it on the other side, then the brow bone of the other side as well. So I'm blending out, blend, 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 blend. And then the jaw. Then we're going in with her lip. Well, we had a very big difficulty selecting a lip color for her because she didn't like something very shouty, so we decided to use the brown look. I wanted her to have a bold lip, so I decided to use this brown look um to line her lips. And then when you're lining your lips, just basically make sure you follow the cupid. You can make your lips bigger, you can make it smaller, but in this case I don't want anything out of proportion. I'm just basically following her own lips because she doesn't want anything dramatic. And so I'm blending it in. Once you line it, you blend it in to avoid having that harsh look. So here I'm using like a coral red color. She loved it so much, even though she didn't want something shouty, but she loved this particular color. So I'm just tapping it on the upper part of the lips, and then I'm putting it on the inside just to create more intensity in the lips. So this is the lips, and I'm lining it with the same brush that I used for her eyebrows, so just to have a more precise lip shape. So we just blend out, blend, blend, blend. Then that's the last thing we have here, which is mascara. Mascara. She didn't want, that's what she was trying to say. She didn't want, I was asking her if she wanted an under eyelash. She said she didn't want that. So I'm just taking my time to mascara her under lash to give it that, make it a little bit more dramatic. So I don't know if it's obvious, but it came out really nice. So I'm doing the last blending. This last blending is very important because you wouldn't want any consistencies. You blend it in, then this is actually the last thing that I do. This is my beauty oil. I make this oil myself. This oil is jojoba oil that I use for my clients. So this gives you the glow that you need. Jojoba oil is very good because it doesn't sit on the skin, it gets absorbed immediately. So she loved her look. Her dress is beautiful. Her dress was made by Trad Magic. She loved it so well. Could you believe that this woman is 40 years old? I mean, she's so cute and she looks amazingly beautiful in her makeup. She loved it so much. So we're about to proceed to her photo shoot, and at this point, I'm handing over to the photographer. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave it on the comment box. I'll be there to take questions and answer clear.